Hi everyone, this is Congressman Matt Gaetz, and welcome to our digital virtual Academy Night for students who are interested in military academy service. One of the most consequential decisions that our congressional office makes each year is the nomination of patriotic young people in Northwest Florida who believe that they can express that patriotism by serving in one of our military academies. So tonight we'll be reviewing presentations from each of the academies to get a sense of their particular focus and flavor. But there are other options to consider as well, including ROTC and the Marion Military Academy, and you'll hear from presenters who could talk about that pathway to military service as well. In Northwest Florida, we are the home of heroes, and I think we have a special obligation to nominate some of the very best Americans to one day lead troops, if necessary, in a conflict environment. And to do that, we've got to send the best of the best. I'm hoping that students and parents will be able to participate this evening and have a cleaner and clearer understanding of the path ahead for each of you to be able to design curriculum, leadership opportunities, and the best way to be the most competitive candidate possible. So here are a few suggestions I have. 1, focus on your class rank. More and more, we're seeing GPAs deviate a great deal in different types of academic institutions and even in different geographical areas of the country. But one thing that all of the military service academies look at is your class rank, because it shows how you compare to the peers that you're around. So do everything you can to make sure you've got that as high as possible. 2nd, pursue leadership. You don't want to be the type of candidate that just joins every student organization or every club, but then isn't given the opportunity to serve others, to lead others. Our military service academies want to know that in the groups you assemble in, whether they're athletic organizations or academic and student-based organizations, that others look to you as a leader and as someone who can definitely get the job done. So pursue those leadership opportunities. 3rd, show great citizenship. We've seen a number of very competitive candidates for our military academies come through ROTC programs, and that has been a great feeder system for us. I am so proud of the ROTC programs that we have throughout our district, but there are other ways to show great citizenship too, through volunteering, helping others, even participating in internship programs at our congressional office, at state legislative offices, or even offices in local government. And finally, make sure you have really strong recommendations from the people you know most. Maybe a coach, a teacher, an academic advisor, a principal. That gives us a sense that you really are a trusted person in the communities that you impact the most, whether it be your fellow students or the communities in which you live. I really hope everyone enjoys the presentations, and it's my sincere hope that in 2022 we'll be back live and in person. But even if this isn't the year when you are applying for a potential consideration for a nomination, if you're a freshman or a sophomore, this will still be incredibly helpful information because it will help you plan for that moment. Scott Davidson is our Director of Military Affairs in our office, and make sure you stay in close contact with him as he will be setting up interviews and other opportunities for you to present yourself as a great candidate for our military service academies.
I'm gonna go get yelled at. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm going to military school.
You've been accepted to the Air Force.
Appointment accepted.
All right. You're in it, buddy.
I'm so excited. Thank you so much.
Gotta get a little action video.
Cadet Hazlett.
Welcome to the United States Air Force Academy, your first step
who is becoming an officer in the world's greatest Air Force. Cadre are here to prepare you for the challenges you will face both as cadets and as officers. Get off my box! Let's go! Move it, move it! We will not tolerate mediocrity in your actions, because at all times, your country demands that you give your absolute best. One day, the choices you make will affect whether people live or die. The training that will help you make those choices correctly starts here and now.
University TV is at the U.S. Naval Academy.
Go Navy! Be an Army!
Let's start our tour.
The United States Naval Academy is located in Annapolis, Maryland, on the shores of the Severn River and Chesapeake Bay. Not far away are Washington, D.C. and Baltimore. The Navy's 338-acre campus, known as the Yard, has a combination of early 20th century and modern buildings. There are numerous monuments and buildings dedicated to bravery and heroism of previous graduates throughout the campus.
The whole brigade, the entire brigade, comes out for lunchtime for new meal formation, and we all march into Bancroft Hall for lunch.
The best and the brightest that the country has to offer. We recruit out of all 50 states and the U.S. territories. And to be able to meet, so many bright individuals who, want a future, want to be leaders, this is that proven ground for us. So they come here and look towards the Naval Academy.
USNA is made up of nearly 4,400 undergraduate students from every state in the nation. The average class size ranges between 10 and 22, and the student-to-faculty ratio is 8-to-1. 20% of the student body is female, and nearly 30% are ethnic minorities.
I would say brotherhood's one of the best parts about the Academy. My roommates and my classmates here, we've just had so many radical experiences together. Like good, bad, hard, just everything that I know them more, I know them better than anybody else. Everybody that goes here, there's a really diverse crowd, but they're all really genuine people and just really good people.
To be a part of the Naval Academy, you must complete the required high school curriculum as well as submit test scores. For comparison, 82% of students scored above a 600 on the math portion of the SAT versus 70% on verbal. Just a few more important percentages to throw at you, 76% of incoming students were in the top 20% of their high school class. The Navy offers 22 majors in engineering, mathematics and sciences, and humanities.
The curriculum has really evolved from a paper-based study program to a more project-based learning curriculum. And for example, in the robotics area, students are now building machines that can run and can travel and can see things and can identify people. It's a very exciting field of study for our students, and it really does get them engaged in the curriculum and make them want to learn.
Our programs are all project-based, so we do a lot of interactive teaching. So we'll do maybe a few minutes of lecture, but then we'll follow it up with either a demonstration actually in the classroom or take them over to a laboratory. We do field trips. Almost all of our students are engaged in what we call capstone design projects. So it's successive and project-based learning so that they work on fundamental concepts, but then they see them in action in the laboratories and the demonstrations.
Midshipmen undertake an intense 4-year curriculum that consists of classroom studies, drills and practical training, seamanship instruction, tactics, naval engineering, naval weapons, leadership, and military law. All graduates receive a Bachelor of Science degree and are commissioned as ensigns in the Navy or second lieutenants in the Marine Corps and are guaranteed jobs as military officers for a minimum of 5 years after graduation.
This is Ensign Mark Correa. He's also a recent graduate of the Naval Academy, and we've been talking about biometrics, which is the use of distinct physical or emotional characteristics to identify a person. Check out this little device. Are we angry? Happy? Sad? Surprised? Wearing a mustache?
As a naval officer, when you leave the Naval Academy, you really go to all corners of the world. As Navy and Marine officers, we travel and deploy to just about any place you can imagine. And throughout that time, you really develop a great base of experience that you want to give back to the institution. And our complement of faculty here is composed of about 50-50 military and civilian. And those military members that come back, like myself, are here to bring back some of that fleet experience and teach these young people what it's like to be out there.
The Navy fields 30 varsity sports teams, and every year the Army, Navy, and Air Force get together and they play in the annual Service Academy football competition. For the past few years, the Navy has dominated. This is an exact replica of one of the dorm rooms in Bancroft Hall, right on campus where all the midshipmen live. It has all the essentials, and this one's all cleaned up. I'm ready for inspection, sir.
It's pretty remarkable that 4,400 students can all live in the same building. There's over 5 miles of hallway. It's huge. But it's pretty cool because you live there all 4 years and you truly take working and living there. You work and live in the same area, so it's very unique.
All students are required to participate in athletics and physical fitness. Luckily, there are plenty of intramurals to choose from and over 120 extracurricular activities. Pick from a wide variety: religious, musical, and physical, like scuba diving and parachuting.
The Naval Academy dominates both in the sea and in outer space. There are more than 50 astronauts in the United States that are alumni, including this guy, Alan B. Shepard. He was the first American in space. That is out of this world.
USNA alum include many influential political leaders. U.S. President Jimmy Carter, Senator John McCain, and presidential nominee Ross Perot all got their start as midshipmen, along with several cabinet members, ambassadors, governors, and members of Congress.
It's a huge leadership laboratory. It's a constant 24/7 leadership laboratory. And working with that and the things that they teach you here will help me prepare for my future in and out of the military.
Join the ranks of the nation's elite from our history and present day at the U.S. Naval Academy.
Thanks so much for joining us on our tour of the U.S. Naval Academy. For University TV, I'm Chloe DeLandis. Go Navy!
I will always place the mission first. I will never accept defeat. I will never quit. I will never leave a fallen comrade. These are the words of the Army's warrior ethos, a set of principles by which every soldier lives, a code that defines both who we are and who we aspire to become. Each of you chose to come here, committed to becoming that 21st century warrior, committed to serving your country, committed to defending freedom and our values, committed to living above the common level of life, committed to be a leader of character, exemplifying the motto, duty, honor, country. You have chosen a path traveled only by a few, a path that is challenging, a path that is demanding, and a path that is rewarding. You will learn how to think, and you will learn how to fight. More importantly, you will learn how to be a leader of tremendous integrity and character. You'll know what it means to lead honorably, to live honorably, and to continually pursue and demonstrate excellence. Each of you will join a proud legacy of American soldiers who answered their nation's call to serve in the crucible of ground combat. To lead, to fight, and to win.
So baby, we'll be old and think of all the stories that we could have told. One day, baby, we'll be old. So baby, we'll be old and think of all the stories that we could have told. One day, baby, we'll be old. Oh, baby, we'll be old and think of all the stories that we could have told. One day, baby, we'll be old. Oh, baby, we'll be old and think of all the stories that we could have told. One day, baby, we'll be old. Oh, baby, we'll be old and think of all the stories that we could have told. One day, baby, we'll be old. Oh, baby, we'll be old and think of all the stories that we could have told. One day, baby, we'll be old. Oh, baby, we'll be old and think of all the stories that we could have told. One day, baby, we'll be old. Oh, baby, we'll be old. Oh, baby, we'll be old. One day, baby, we'll be old. Oh, baby, we'll be old and think of all the stories that we could have told. One day, baby, we'll be old. Oh, baby, we'll be old. Oh, baby, we'll be old. Oh, baby, we'll be my heart is dry. I'm laughing, I don't cry. I don't think about you all the time. And when I do, I wonder why. No more tears, my heart is dry. I'm laughing, I don't cry. I don't think about you all the time. And when I do, I wonder why. No more tears, my heart is dry. I'm laughing, I don't cry. I don't think about you all the time. And when I do, I wonder why. No more tears, my heart is dry. I'm laughing, I don't cry. I don't think about you all the time. And when I do, I wonder why. We'll be old, oh baby, we'll be old and think of all the stories that we could have told. One day, baby, we'll be old, oh baby, we'll be old and think of all the stories that we could have told. One day, baby, we'll be old, oh baby, we'll be old and think of all the stories that we could have told. One day, baby, we'll be old, oh baby, we'll be old and think of all the stories that we could have told. Think of all the stories that we could have told. One day, baby, be old. Oh, baby, we'll be old. Think of all the stories that we could have told.
Hi, I'm Lieutenant Colonel Andrew Hersberg, head of the Army ROTC department here at the University of West Florida. We offer 2-, 3-, and 4-year programs to develop the future leaders of the United States Army, as well as an academic minor in leadership. Our cadets can qualify for a $420 monthly stipend. We also offer scholarships to cover full tuition and fees, or up to $10,000 room and board. So if you are seeking to set yourself apart, to challenge your body and your mind, and to learn the leadership skills necessary for success in an uncertain world, consider joining our team. Since 1982, 463 officers have passed under this arch and began their journey of honorable and distinguished service to the nation. Will you be next?
Good afternoon. This is Lieutenant Colonel Thomas Bowen talking to you today from Marion Military Institute in Marion, Alabama, where I serve as the Service Academy Program Director and have done so for over 4 years. Congressman Matt Gaetz and staff, thank you so much for inviting me again to participate in your Service Academy event this year, even though it is via a video this year. I have served, as I said, the Service Academy Program Director for the last 4+ years, and during that time we put over 350 young men and women into the 5 academies: West Point, Annapolis, Air Force Academy, Coast Guard Academy, and the Merchant Marine Academy. Today, which is the 5th of May, we already have 80 appointments for this year, and I expect at least another 15, maybe even 20. We should exceed maybe 100 appointments this year, tomorrow or by the end of the week. So if you do not, my message to you young folks who are residents of Florida 1, if you do not get into your Service Academy during your first attempt in high school, come on up to Marion Military Institute and enroll in our Service Academy program. And right now, William Hoffman from your district has an appointment to West Point. He earned in January. So he'll be going to West Point this year, courtesy of Congressman Gaetz as a nominator, and courtesy of Marion Military Institute. I graduated from West Point in 1982 and subsequently served in the United States Army Infantry for 22 years. Both my sons also graduated from West Point, one in 2010 and the other in 2014. And in between there, I got a Naval Academy graduate who married my daughter. I have no idea how that happened, but we got a Navy boy in our family now too. We have an excellent academic, physical, and leadership development program here for you. Academically, you'll take chemistry, physics, pre-calculus and maybe calculus, and English composition if you do come up here. You'll also take military science with our ROTC department. Physically, we have physical training 3 mornings a week, and we'll get you ready for your CFA, your PRT, or PFE, whatever test it is that you need for your academy. We'll get you in good shape and make sure that you do well on that in the autumn. We also have 32 hours of ACT, SAT prep by a young man who comes down here from Birmingham every autumn for about 4 or 5 days, and he'll talk to you, teach you how to do well in the SAT and ACT. I found out that ACT and SAT scores are very important in getting you into your service academies. We also have leadership development, as I talked about, and character development is at the core of everything we do here. Leadership development-wise, you'll be leading in class discussions. You can lead in your squad and your team and your platoon also. This year, we've had many freshmen, first-year students here in the Service Academy program who are leading in our battalion. One is the chaplain, and others are assistant staff officers here. So next year, if you want to come, you can serve in those capacities also. We have excellent clubs. We have about 24 clubs here, and I can name a few of them off the top of my head. Swamp Fox is probably the most well-known here, named after Francis Marion, the Swamp Fox during the Revolutionary War. That is an elite tactics club. We also have the obstacle course race team, scuba club, the Flying Tigers, where you can get a solo license in a Cessna if you want to prepare to fly for Navy or Air Force. We have the Gaelic Club. We have 2 Bible clubs, Bible study clubs, Honor Club, Honor Council, the Ethics Club, Math Club, the Color Guard and the Honor Guard, and many, many more. Fishing Club is a new one, and I think the kids started a weightlifting club this year. So we have many clubs here to get involved with, in addition to your academics and your leadership development and physical fitness. So if you do not get into your service academy during your first year in high school, come on up to Marion Military Institute. Give me a call. My number is 205-393-5440. Again, 205-393-5440. Or go on the web, www.marionmilitary.edu. We're fully accredited. We have a one-year course for you to get you into your academy. Again, today, the 5th of May, we have 80 appointments, and we're looking for another at least 15, maybe even 20 by the end of the month by the academies. So thank you very much, and God bless.
We're the United States Coast Guard Academy. We're in the top 100 undergraduate business programs, the top 10 undergraduate engineering programs, the top 25 STEM colleges, the top 15% of best colleges and universities. We're in the top 1% for community service engagement and the #1 top regional public institution. And 100% focused on our mission, graduating officers to lead the United States Coast Guard.